August 2026, Eastern China. A typhoon named Dolphin slams into the coast at 151 kilometers an hour. 390,000 people evacuated in one city alone. Over 1,000 flights grounded. Cut 2 weeks earlier, Guangxi province. Typhoon Mesa. 375,000 people affected. Entire towns underwater. This is not a movie trailer. This is China's actual weather right now. So here's the question that should stop you mid-scroll. Why exactly are people in this same country paying money to experience a fake version of the disaster that just wrecked their neighbor's town? Welcome to China's newest obsession, dark tourism. Forget walking through an old battlefield. Forget standing at the site of a tragedy with your hands in your pockets, feeling appropriately somber. This is dark tourism with a joystick in your hand. It is called the Rehearsing base. It's in Hangzhou and it opened in September 2024 as, and I'm not exaggerating, China's first full-blown immersive natural disaster simulation center. Two Chinese explorers built it, Zhuang Jinyu and Liang Hong. Their pitch: stop watching disaster documentaries. Start living inside one. Safely. Now here's what 899 yuan, about $135 actually buys you. Wind machines that howl up to 165 kilometers an hour. That's a legitimate typhoon. Indoors, on demand. Torrential, drenching rain that does not stop until the instructors say it stops. And then the part people can't stop talking about online. Flash floods. Water is not just falling from above, it is rising. It is surging into underground spaces around you in real time while you're standing in it. You're handed a thermal suit, a helmet, and then you're told, get to safety, work as a team, follow the protocol. And it does not stop there. There's a family package too, almost 5,000 yuan that throws in wilderness survival and water rescue training with room for kids as young as 6 years old. Now here's the part that makes this more than just an extreme theme park. This isn't Six Flags with a rain machine for the thrill of it. Trained instructors run you through actual emergency protocols. Staff are watching every single setting, ready to step in if anyone panics or gets hurt. People are not just screaming or laughing on a ride. They are being asked in a controlled, survivable moment, what would you actually do if this happened with you tonight? Now, why is this going viral? And that's the real hook, isn't it? We live in the algorithm era of disaster. We watch floods and typhoons unfold on our phones, constantly reposted, captions gone in 6 seconds. But watching isn't the same as knowing what your own body does when the water starts rising around your ankles. Rehearsing base sells something social media cannot: the actual adrenaline, the actual confusion, the actual moment where you have to decide, not just observe. For some people, it's pure thrill-seeking, bragging rights, a wild story, content for their own feed. For others, especially in a country that just watched real typhoons displace hundreds, thousands of real people, it's something closer to rehearsal. A dry run, or, well, a very wet run for a fear that isn't hypothetical. Where they live. And that's exactly what makes this trend genuinely new. Old school dark tourism was about proximity to tragedy, standing where something terrible already had happened. This is different. This is rehearsal for tragedy that hasn't happened to you yet. It's disaster tourism turned inside out. Not remember what happened here, but feel what could happen to you before it actually does. So now, next time a typhoon makes headlines out of China, remember this. Somewhere in Hangzhou, there's a warehouse where people are actually paying to stand in one. Helmet on, water rising, instructors shouting instructions. Not because they're reckless, but because in 2026, knowing how to survive the storm might be worth more than knowing how to avoid it. So basically, $135, one fake typhoon, a very real lesson. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. This is Media Girdhar signing off for Times Now Digital.